Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ghost hunters. We are back with another Phasmophobia update that is coming out pretty soon. So let's get in the deep dive. Welcome back, ghost hunters. Today we're going to give you more details on the upcoming quality live update launching alongside the 13 Willow Street rework on July 21st. As mentioned in our recent blog post, the quality of life itself has been split into two due to sheer number of fixes improvements we implementing. The first update is bigger of the two, but you can expect the second part in August. So there's gonna be possibility um they might miss this shot, um or they might actually do it correctly and give people hope. The below list focus on the fixes or changes and fixes coming with this month's update, while the next update will contain further improvements. My bad. While there's a lot in below, it's not everything that will be launching for Phasmophobia on the 21st, with update bringing with the new keybinds, including PC players able to use 1, 2, 3, and 4 for changing inventory slots, and a couple of improvements, evidence collection in our course that we worked to illustrate. We will detail all of these in a blog the week before launch. So our first changes is the character hand animation grabbing, dropping, moving doors and hovering interactable or grabbable objects have been removed to speed up gameplay. The item drop animation will still play for others in season, but will not be visible by the player. Cosmic Cosmics that are no longer able to earn will be not be visible. The camera zoom in the customization shop will now focus on a selected part of the character. That is huge. That's what we needed to begin with the character customization update. Um, so the changes here, including Sunny Mills, the ghost will now only lock the doors to the wing if both it and the player are inside that wing. Eye adaptation Um, will now adjust the line quicker than opening when opening and closing the journal. Console players will now have ability to able and disable eye adaptation. A body shapeshift will now count towards the ghost video objective. I thought it was. That's weird. You can now capture any media for Apocalypse Challenge instead only of a photo. That is what I've been told. What I've been hearing, they were changing a little bit for APOC Challenge, which this is a whole lot easier instead of like, oh God, that's a scary situation. So if I do APOC 3, then there's a high chance that I will do APOC 3 now. I love Dane using the owner or the lead, Daniel Nayer's name on there. Recording the ghost orb in the tutorial is now required instead of only getting it inside the video camera's screen. Wait. Okay. Improved the lighting around the player, allowing for bare visibility in the dark areas. Nice. That's all right. I mean, I icon to the player ID to show if the player is speaking. Adjust official on the PSVR2 player list pop up. Now, this is where they're gonna do event board map left lists are now spread over multiple pages. Players can now cancel news animation by pressing the news button anim- during the animation, allowing for the equipment to be quickly toggled without waiting for the animation to finish. The journal has been moved closer for easier readability. Oh, thank God. I think that was like kind of the problem because I was like, God. Now, the journal animation is significantly faster. Character Lex now news animation is a partially generated animation when moving. Improved the detection of a photo evidence. Higher priority unique photos will take always takes priority. Unique or unique photos will always take priority of duplicates. So basically, they try and make it easier on the players. Uh, VR, of course. For the VR, if you guys are the VR, the character will now rotate instantly to match the head rotation when looking straight ahead. When looking down, the character rotation will turn when an angled threshold has been met to allow easier news of the belt. The journal will now be instantly open upon news, like the other version. Now, this is a lot of fixes. So we're gonna go in fix the issue where players could be seen through the walls of the truck when viewing the CCTV. I mentioned this. I was like, I am seeing myself through the truck on CCTV with my video camera while using night vision. This was a hilarious glitch. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. Now, fits issue cause voice recognition not to work if switching from voice to system. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Fits the issue where the cursor will not appear after completing a contract when using the controller. Improved network stability to reduce reconnects. Player character fits. Uh, where binding crouch to X on or A on PlayStation or Xbox controller prevented players from using the journal. Fuzzy should cause the player's eyes to appear incorrectly. Incorrect. Ugh. The ID to be displayed in front of the character model in the customization shop become stuck and unable to playing after being revived. Cosmic things to be reset if a player joins or leaves a lobby. Neil's diner that caused a player to become stuck in the corner of a freezer room. What? They come. I guess they were sitting there and chilling. I guess, lucky bastards. Fizzy issue that allow infinite sprinting while crouching or while closing the journal. Fits the issue caused issues with the character model's right arm when holding certain pieces of equipment. Uh, since our cursor to become invincible in the customization shop, if the left or right mouse button were click alternatively, I believe I just woke up. Don't judge me. Various visual inconsistency and errors with the player character models, cosmics, equipments, and more. They fix the audio from the customization shop UI to be allowed the intended. fix a issue that caused the player's journal to officially jitter when they swap equipments. Now, more fixes. Um, Flashlight to turn invincible when picking up another object, and that has been happening to me here and there. The light from a flashlight to be invincible after death. Equipment to become invincible. Tier 1 and 3 firelights to be placed unlit if placed during lighting. Uh, Fits the issue that caused equipment to toggle off if dropped while holding a news button. I'm gonna say they also fits equipment sounds to become muffled for the players picking them up after another player dropped them. And then flashlight to be unusable if picked up during placement animation or flashlight. And then from placing the flashlight back in the truck and screen become blurry after enabling night vision when using a CCTV. Uh, in the truck, tier 3 instance is not animated correctly when active. Sound recorder officials audio play when not in the player's hand. Spray bots become unusable or unusable if players switch to text recognition after picking up a spray bots. Tier 1 here to be tilted when in use. Flashlight appear in the hand when equipping to a second-handed curse position, such as hung mirror. Could lock player could lock the player if they drop field cameras during its placement animation. Certain equipment to be used after switching a different piece of equipment and cause the test prop for the Ouija board to not work if the player switch from force to recognition while using the board. A moving Ouija board to not be recordable by the field cameras. Burning curse effect was not being recordable by sound recorder. Caused the second salt to placed if the player opened the journal during the placement animation. Inconsistency with the instance news and unused virtual. Curse possession to become invincible if dropped during pickup. Hunter Mare be blocked by another object when used. Uh, Allow the players to light summoning circle when zero sanity. That was a bug. Cause the players soft lock if using the curse effects at the start of a hunt. Allow the players to cancel. This is all fixes. Player cancel the Ouija board answer by either dropping or picking it up if using text recognition. And here's my favorite part that I really hope this is 100% going to happen. You know, um, uh, it's the issue that causes other ghost types to mimic the Yuri's durability. That's where I kind of figured, and that doesn't make no sense. That was where it screwed me up. They prevent the ghosts from interacting with the doors it already interacted with the during the ghost event, and they also fits bunch of cormos to able to hear players during the grace period of their hunt and during hunts, despite the player having used instance. Cormos to go incorrect floor after detecting a player. Cormos to kill players through the wall or from a greater distance than intended. They fits that. And they fits a issue that allow them to perform its ability on the player or a player outside. Okay, now locations, there is more VR fixes right here. You could pause the video and read it if you are a VR player. Um, so location fixes if it's cause the setup timer and not countdown. If playing my turn or in the minute on high school, uh, where the door hiding spot in the floor could be open, even if the hiding spot was blocked. High school where side doors could be open without the key from the truck. Washing machines and signing emails to not be able to turn on. Oh, wow. Unable to open the gates on Camp Woodland in Maple Lodge, despite a cursor prop being defensible. Wow, I never had that issue. We need to see this. Uh, Fits the several issues in the tutorial that cause players to be unable to exit the truck or interact with any items. Now, bunch of VR, which I'm not going to go into, but you could watch or pause the video and read it yourself because I don't have VR myself. But only thing I am mostly looking for is bunch of fixes like here, the ghost fixes, and I'm gonna be in equipment fixes and player character fixes, journal fixes. But man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But again, this could be a miss shot from Connect Games. If they get this correctly on the 21st, no issue. And then people is gonna be looking forward to the part two of quality of life update. So take this, um, don't get too excited. You can be a little bit excited for this update, but always be open minded that there will always be issues unless they got it right. So here we are. We're going to get the quality of life update part one with Willow Street plus a new ghost type on the 21st. So, yeah, I will let you guys go and check it out and like, you know, let you guys ghost hunt. Find different ghosts if you need to. I will always see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, ghost hunters.